Great to have you with us at Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Liberty Flames. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, checking in with the Flames head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Blue Raiders offense to go on the attack first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Jones. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away. Incomplete.
My boy cold as fuck. He was beat and said, nah.
Third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the Liberty Flames offense will now get its first chance with the football. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with that.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for all.
Tons of room in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Flames come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. And you know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working.
Maybe some room here. Inside the 20 and out of bounds, and the 19 on the big run.
Well, this guy's exceeded all expectations all season. We knew and we thought he would be talented. He'd leave the mark on the offense. I don't think anybody expected him to be in the Heisman race this late in the season as a true freshman. He is just special.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty!
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
There he goes. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Blue Raiders. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Coleman. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Might as well give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Flames can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So
makes the grab in their space. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. The Flames go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it to the right side. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Flames! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
And long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period. Liberty is on top as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Running inside, it's Martin. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. With the catch, it's Allen. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost
and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, MTSU. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Complete, left side, Coleman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback keep. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Flames are marching down the field. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Flames headed quickly to the line. They'll run the option. Finding open area. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Flames. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What I like about this running back is he can do it different ways. He can hurt you running between the tackles. He's got great vision, but he's also got a lot of speed. And I love the fact that this offense can go option. They can trust the quarterback to make the right decision, pitch it out to him wide, and then you see the speed. There's so many different ways in the running game. This guy can hurt you, and you saw it right there on that long, explosive play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll go to the counter. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw it again. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws for the tight end and wings it incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field is Henderson. Complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the run, it's Coleman. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give to the back. Makes one man miss. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Liberty! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Run inside. It's Martin.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He'll heave it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here on 3rd down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. They'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to change this route. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the well. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. To the air, it's Henderson. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 5 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's Missouri coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
on the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Using his legs, it's Coleman. Could be an alley. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Flames. They want to finish the season strong and make doing that here in this Week 11 performance. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field. The offense ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Brown. Makes his man miss. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Off play action on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Down here on the Liberty sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's
finding some room. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move, it's Coleman. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Running back searching for a hole. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Flames will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Flame! He scores for the 5th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he's got wheels. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And that is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give, it's Shaw. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
On the ground, it's Udo. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Making side adjustments here. They go right back to him. There's some room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the fourth quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incomplete. Okay, just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
From the red zone, it's Udo. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Collins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Williams. Got his man on the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Play fake, Williams. Makes a catch. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Got enough space. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Using his legs, it's Coleman. Still on his feet at the 25. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Collins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Hand off for Brown. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by